Now, Africa continues to attract tourists annually, and recently members of the Africa Travel Association, the ATA, gathered here in Washington for their third annual U.S. Africa Tourism Seminar, hoping to boost travel there even more. Tourism to Africa is growing every year, and the ATA prides itself in helping shape this trend through its annual seminars, where members learn to better market the continent. 2009 world travel figures show Africa is the only region where tourism grew, while other places saw a decline. 2010 is even more encouraging, says ATA Executive Director Edward Bergman.
More and more destinations in Africa are increasingly marketing themselves to the global community, and people are finding out about the destinations and they wish to travel. And also tourism numbers were relatively low to begin with, so there's a steady and sustainable increase versus other regions of the world which grew very quickly, and they can't sustain it in a global economy like this.
Improved access to air travel is another factor, benefiting countries such as Nigeria. Robert Brunner is the Executive Vice President of Arik Air International, flying 3 times a week to Nigeria.
Starting November 30th, Arik Air began flying between Lagos and JFK in New York, and it's operated on an A340-500 type aircraft with 36 business class seats, which are fully flat beds, 6'4" in length, and 17-inch TV screens, really comfortable, wonderful seats, and 201 in economy class, also with the 17-inch screens and extra legroom.
The 2010 World Cup in South Africa in June and July is expected to attract many thousands of tourists to the southern part of the continent. But the Africa Travel Association is focusing on another part of Africa for its 35th annual Congress in May, the Gambia.
We want to highlight West Africa, while the World Cup will highlight Southern Africa. And of course, Gambia is the smallest country in Africa.
Ambassadors, ATA members, and other travel industry stakeholders were treated to a preview of what the Gambia has to offer at a networking reception to kick off the marketing seminars. Gambia's Deputy Tourism and Culture Minister, Kaliba Senghor, flew to Washington for this occasion. He says tourists tend to favor Gambia's neighbor, Senegal, and other popular places like Nigeria or Ghana.
I call them the Goliaths, but there is also the David of Africa, which is Gambia. And as we always say, small is beautiful, and people have been missing that beauty.
Centuries ago, Gambia was a central slave route. Recognizing this history, the country will hold the 10th annual Roots Festival, which is based on the book of the same name by the late Alex Haley. Roots is the story of slavery as seen through the character Kunta Kinte.
When Alex Haley wrote the book Roots and traced his family back in the Gambia, on James Island, it was one of those moments in our life that we know that we have lost great sons of Africa, and we need at least our own brothers and sisters to come back and be with us.
South African Airways was the official sponsor of the ATA seminars. ATA Diaspora Director Ogo So says having the seminars here in Washington sends an important message.
More educated Africans live here in Washington. And it's very important for Eddie Bergman to bring really the seminar here in Washington to embrace everybody, the White House, the diaspora, and the tourism industry, to tell them that Africa is beautiful, Africa is ready for business.
Now, this will be the second time ATA holds its Congress in Gambia. It held its 9th Congress in Banjul in 1984.